Welcome to NoobAquatics, and today is Tuesday. It's one of our shipping days. So what we do is I'm going to kind of go over on how to ship fish if you are deciding you want to breed fish and sell them. Places that you can sell them will be like eBay, Aquabid, Get Gills, those types of places. But today we are going to ship out 12 True Blue Acaras. This is one of the last 2 orders that I have available. The other one will ship out next week, but yeah, let's go over the process of what we do. So let's take a look at what we use. So the boxes we use are strictly the post office boxes. Why? They're free. You can go on their website and you can order their express shipping boxes, their small boxes, any of their boxes for free, as long as you use their shipping labels, of course. So we used anything between the square 8x8 boxes all the way to the large boxes. It depends on what we're shipping out for that particular time. And we charge the same price no matter what. The reason is because it's just a standard price. We charge really cheap for our fish and the same price for our shipping. So some orders we may lose some money on shipping, and some orders we may gain a little bit. So it's up or down. But just know that we charge the same to everybody no matter what. Now in the box, so I have a box prepared here already. All right, so this is a large box right here. All right, I'm going to put in two bags of True Blue Acaras. Each one's going to go into a 8x20, and it's going to be double bagged. These are 2 mil bags, so essentially it's going to be 4 millimeters thick. We use rubber bands instead of metal clips or anything like that, and these rubber bands are sealed airtight containers so that they don't decay, or I guess you can say weaken, which is what I recommended. And we use insulation. Now the insulation is there to keep the fish at a stable temperature, and once we get the fish bagged up, we wrap them in brown paper, newspaper, or packing paper, whatever you want to call it, but we wrap them in that, tape it up, and that'll help us identify any leaks or anything prior to actually shipping them out. All right, the insulation that we use here, all right, this is 80% recycled, I believe, 80% recycled paper. All right, so that's the main reason we like to use recycled stuff here, and it doesn't cost very much. We can get it at Lowe's or Home Depot, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so that's how we get it ready and prepared, and let's show you what we do to ship out these fish, and we're going to go ahead and get that taken care of now and get these fish bagged up and take them to the post office. Alright, so when we bag up our fish, we use Cordon Fish Protector. This right here has vitamin B12 echinacea in there, and it helps them to create a extra thick slime coat and soothes any scales or bruises that may happen, because in transit they tend to slash around and could have damaged fins. We use Prime in there, 3 drops, and we use Stability up to the first line in here in each bag, and that helps keep the nitrates and the nitrites and the ammonia down from the buildup. Now one other thing that we do, you'll see right here, is we add some ammonia filter and some nitrate filter in there, and this helps to keep that down as well. So we add that to every bag that's going to have fish in it. You'll see 1, 2 there and 1 there, and that helps keep our fish safe. So basically just insurance for your fish as they travel. And then of course our net, and then of course ahead of time we get the fish fasted. As you can see in the breeder box here, we get them fasted for 48 hours before we ship them out, so that they are not pooping up a large storm into the bags. But yeah, so we'll get these fish packaged up and shipped out to the post office. Are you ready to record? I'm gonna have my son record us while me and my wife get the fish packed up as a team. What we're going to do here is we're going to take the bags and we're going to add in 1 cup of purified dechlorinated water, and then 1 cup of water directly from the holding tank that they're currently in. And this will help make sure that they are comfortable on their trip. The rest of this we're going to go through it pretty quick, so pay attention as we do this. I will throw some music on so that you can watch what we do. Whenever you fill the bags, you want to make sure the bag is 1/3 water and 2/3 air. Now, whenever you put the air in there, do not use your mouth to blow the air in there, because whenever you exhale, you are exhaling more carbon dioxide than oxygen. So just open the bag as wide as you can, fill it with air, you know, and then clamp it shut really quick, or use an extra airline hose that you may have and fill it using an air pump. Either one works. Whenever we put the rubber bands onto the bags, we make sure that on the first bag, we actually cut the bag's top so that there's not excess top on there, and that helps and allows us to actually put the other bag in so that we can remove the corners. By wrapping the fish in the cardboard or the paper, it allows us to determine if the bags are leaking prior to shipping them out. Yeah, if you see my daughter in the background there, she's not feeling well, so she's got tissue shoved up her nose. She does that because she thinks it stops the snot from dripping down her face. Don't forget, if you're like us and you only have one set of equipment for all of your aquariums, that you disinfect them. So that's where you see me putting the net into the disinfectant bucket that we have, since we only have one set. Whenever I pull the insulation out, I like to wear a mask because this shredded paper is quite dusty. Even though it's not toxic, I just don't want to breathe it in. Whenever I tape up the packages, I like to use what I call the movers tape. So what it is it's one piece of tape down the center and one down the right and one down the left. So a total of 3 pieces of tape to seal the box shut. Same thing on the bottom, and then of course any piece of the box where it is glued together, like on the side. I also tape that as well to ensure that there are no weak points in the box, and then I take the scissors and seal down the tape so it doesn't come loose. All right, and that's how we at NoobAquatics package fish. All right, so now I got to go drop the fish. I got to go drop the fish off at the post office. Let's go do that. Yeah, so like I said, we ship our fish on Mondays and Tuesdays. All right, so if you order fish from us on eBay, Aquabid, or our main website, NoobAquatics, as long as you get the fish ordered before end of day on Saturday and paid for, we can have your fish shipped out on Tuesday. So like today is Tuesday. As long as we get the fish to the post office before 5 p.m., they will actually ship out to those you know, that are receiving the fish that day. So our cutoff is Saturday night paid for. If it's not paid for on Saturday night, then it'll ship on the next. So not that Monday or Tuesday, but the next week. So a week later, 7 days later or so. But yeah, so we do that because we want to make sure that the fish, you know, have had time to be fasted, so they don't, you know, gunk up the bag with poop and cause it to get all nasty inside there, so that they die quicker. We want to make sure that they stay alive. So that's what we do. We ship them out on just those days. Currently, we're thinking about potentially shipping out fish on Saturdays because of the 2 days. If you ship it out on Saturday, it still goes in transit to the next location. So we may start testing Saturday deliveries or Saturday shipping in the future, but right now we're just going to continue to do Monday and Tuesdays. We have made it to our local post office. Boom. Post office. All right, so we got the fish dropped off at the post office and they are now in transit. So the last thing that I do is I send a message to anybody that had bought the fish and let them know that they can now start tracking their fish at the USPS main website. Well, thanks for following us and on us here at NoobAquatics on how to ship fish and what we do. Like I said, we manually take all the boxes into the post office ourselves. If we end up getting larger and larger orders, we may have to have them come pick up the fish at the house. But until then, we're going to manually drop them off by hand, and then by hand also send messages to those that purchase the fish so they can track them. Well, thanks for coming to NoobAquatics. You have a wonderful day.